Hi, very good afternoon to you. How are you today? Hope you're doing fine. My name is Darren Chow and I'm the English tutor at englishttution.org. Now in today's video, I want to talk about taking sides. I think this is a very sensitive topic, but if done incorrectly, I think it could lead to some negative consequences. Now, when I have a tuition arrangement, it's literally a direct relationship between 2 to 3 parties. Now, most of the time, I work with the child, and but I also have kind of a relationship with the parents as well, because ultimately the parent is the decision maker, right? And I have to work with the parents, and it is inevitable that during the course of the teaching, that I sometimes give some feedback to the child or the student, and he or she does not take it very well. So if that's the case, and then the child, what happens is that, because the child does not take the feedback very well, he or she will complain to the parent, right? So if that happens, what should the parents do? Should the parents side with the kids, or should the parents side with the tutor? Think about it. Alright, let's swap up the position of the tutor with a different organization. Let's say a school. If the child goes to school, right, and some authority in the school, it could be the discipline master or the form teacher, scolded the child for misbehaving in school. Alright, trying to discipline him. Okay, and the child goes back to the parent and complain to the parents. This is what my teacher did. This is what my school did to me. So now the parents have to, they find themselves in this weird situation where they have to take sides, right? Do they side with the child or do they side with the school? Granted, there are some situations when teachers can go overboard, and if those are valid concerns, then of course I encourage parents to side with the kids. Okay. Bottom line, okay, we have to know what is the acceptable, reasonable behavior, right, from the teachers, right? And in modern times, now in today's context, teachers do not have a lot of leeway when it comes to disciplining the children, right? We cannot expect to, or we are not expected to give out corporal punishment. So anything to do with that, okay, is deemed as unreasonable teaching methods, right? So if that's the case, then parents, by all means, side with the kids. But I think parents also have to be discerning enough to see if, or be objective enough to see if there's any truth in what the child is telling the parents. Now, of course, parents come from this place where they want to love and protect the child, right? And in doing so, sometimes they may accuse the teacher or the tutor for some actions that they have performed on the child. Bear in mind that no teacher will want to, dish out punishment for no good reason, right? We all are trying to act in the best interest of the children, and so I hope that parents can understand that. And we have to find some kind of meeting point, okay, between parent and tutor, because ultimately both adults are working in the best interest of the child. Okay, so but the problem with taking side with the child is that immediately you are trying to form a distance between you and the teacher, right? So if the distance between the teacher and the student drifts not too far apart, then that's the end of the arrangement, right? So unless parents are prepared to accept that, okay, I feel that parents should continue to be supportive and work closely together with the tutors and the teachers, both private tutors and the teachers in schools as well, to try to look at the issues at hand objectively and see, whether we can work together and come up with some kind of a solution to help the child perform better in school. That's ultimately the goal that we are trying to achieve, right? So don't make the mistake of, just because the child is complaining about a tutor, it means that the tutor is no good, right? Tutors care about the child, right? You want a tutor who is strict and really care about the child, enough to want to dish out the punishment to help the child improve, right? If the teacher does not care about the child at all, why even bother, to go and scold the child? Scolding requires energy, right? Why even bother to put in the effort in the first place, right? To try and scold the child, punish the child, and or to kick up the fuss, right? Might as well just let the child be. If he fails, so be it, right? Case closed, not my problem, right? So, teachers care about your kids, and they are there as a resource, as a guide to help them. So don't make things difficult for them, and if possible, work closely with them. And I've got some pretty rewarding experiences with some of the parents that I'm currently working with, and all of them, have been very good to me, and they've been very kind to me, and they give me a lot of support. By support, I do not mean that, just to, give me, or push all the responsibility, including disciplining the child, to me, By support, they actually take some action, right? If I raise up some issue to them, they will actively act on it. And I see that, and I appreciate that, and the child comes back, the next lesson, I see some improvement in behavior, and then we continue to work, and we work along those lines. Hopefully from this video, you see what are some of the dynamics that are, working behind the scenes between the tutor, the student, as well as the parent. And try not to make the mistake of, falsely accusing the tutor or the teacher for some, imaginary complaints that the student may have, because you may very well chase away a very good tutor or teacher, right? That's all I have for you in this video. Hope you have enjoyed the content, and as usual, if you like the content, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down, and feel free to leave your comment or feedback or whatever ideas that you have to share in the comments section below, and I will see you in the next video. Talk soon.